Hello everybody, this is Hedwig here. This is my first ever video. I just wanted to say that I am not in any way trying to offend anyone in this video. Enjoy. In the Karasuno gym after practice. Make sure not to practice for too long. Okay. Kojima, give me a toss. A few hours later, the duos finished packing up, ready to go home. Bye Kojima. See you tomorrow. Hinata smiles his adorable smile and waves to Kojima. Kojima blushes hard at his orange boyfriend's actions. He nods and watches Hinata get onto his bike, and ride away. Hinata arrives at his house, ready to enter, when he stops, trembling. Hinata Shoyo. Answer me Hinata Shoyo. Hinata felt terrified as his father stared at him coldly. He was supposed to come in the spring, so why did he come now? His father was the type to become quiet when angry, or give the silent treatment. Hinata felt a chill in his bones. Father. Where were you this late? I was doing a project at my friend's house. Hinata's dad snatched the Tangerine's bag, pulling out his volleyball equipment and a forgotten exam from last month, which Hinata failed. It's not nice to lie to your father. You're going to be punished. This is the second time. Hinata Shoyo, one more time and I'm sending you to a boarding school as America. Father, I'm so sorry, please. Capital I. You won't learn without being punished. But, are you talking back to me right now? No, I'm. Say no more. You're sleeping in the water room tonight. No, please. Not the water room, I beg you. Hinata's father forcefully pulled the resistant Tangerine into his study. Hinata was trembling in fear as his father pushed him into a small room, where he barely fit in. He closed the door so that it was pitch dark. Whenever Hinata did something wrong, he would be sent here, but what his father didn't know was that. Hinata began sweating and trembling, gasping for air. He could feel his heart beating inside of his chest. It was so loud. So loud. No, not again. I can't breathe. Somebody help. Help. He felt the room slowly fill up with water. The water stopped once it reached his waist as he got dizzier and dizzier. It was so cold, freezing, but it suddenly got hot, and then cold again. It felt like the world was falling apart for poor Hinata. Everything was so blurry and cold. Everything hurt so much. I don't want to die. Help somebody. Hinata took deep breaths, trying to stop the panic attack, but it was all in vain. Once the attack ended, Hinata would sit still in the water whispering and murmuring like a possessed being. It's your fault. It's all your fault. If you didn't play volleyball, if you were just smart enough, this wouldn't have happened to you. It's all because you're dumb. You're so dumb that you can't even make time to study. You can't even do well on a test even once. Idiot. Idiot. The next morning. Hinata woke up the next morning, tired and scared. He couldn't sleep at all last night. Whenever he began to doze off, he would start to drown and wake up, desperate for air. His father knew too well how to use his claustrophobia and aquaphobia. Come out. Yes, father. Hinata crawled out of the room, relieved to see some light. Go to school. I will let low test scores slide only until today. After today's exam, I will not tolerate scores under 90 anymore. Yes, father. Hinata knew that he would fail today's English test and that he would be sent to the water room. He knew he needed to study, to prevent it from happening in the future. This meant he needed to sacrifice volleyball practice, which made him teary again. He hopped onto his bike and rode to school. Hinata. I got to put on a smile. I can't let the others worry. Kojima. Is he okay? He looks really tired. Hey, are you okay? Hinata. Nishinoya senpai. Hinata, I have a new special move. Isn't your senpai amazing? Yeah. I wanna see. Come on. Into the gym. I'll show you how great your senpai is. Hinata jumps up and down and follows his senpai to the gym. My acting is fine, right? Nobody is going to suspect me. Right? Rolling thunder again. Senpai. That's so cool. It is, isn't it? Alright, stop fooling around and get to your classes. If I hear you're late, you have to do 100 diving drills. Of course, except Hinata. Okay. Bye Nishinoya senpai. Sugawara senpai. During class. Alright class, you'll be taking your English test. Hinata clenched his fists, knowing that he was doomed to fail. What could he do? He didn't study. All he could do was guess, hoping it would be the right answer. He was determined to study harder for the next test, to avoid his father's punishments. He turned in his test and went to volleyball practice. Captain. Yes, Hinata? I'm so sorry, but I need to go home today. My dad came back from a long business trip, so would you be able to let me skip just for today? Alright, since you never skipped before. Everybody listen up. Hinata is skipping practice today. Start stretching and warming up. Hinata nodded and biked back home, dashed into his room and began to study, not because he wanted to, but to show his father that he was studying. Synonym, antonym, independent clause, dependent clause. Hinata's father was pleased to see his son study, nodded, and left on a short 1-week business trip. Hinata noticed a pack of cigarettes his father left on the table. I heard people often smoke when they're stressed. Should I? The next day Hinata is gloomy after receiving his test score when he bumps into Tsukishima in the hall. Oh? It's the shrimp who failed the exams. It must be a talent to be able to have the lowest score every single time. PFFFT. I know I'm useless and annoying, don't need to remind me. What did you say? I said that I'll study harder. I'll challenge you to a battle for the next test. PFFT, as if you can beat me. Good luck on that, shrimp. A few days later, Karasuno crackhead's face with wide open eyes and flushed cheeks. Cross-eyed grinning face with stuck-out tongue. Hey. What are you doing? Texting this early in the morning. Suga. The notifications are too loud. I can't sleep. Wait, you're together? Right now? Ryu, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yes, smirking face. Smirking face. Smirking face. That boy saw smirking face. Butcher knife. Butcher knife. Butcher knife. Hi. Smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks. Hinata, why are you awake? Studying. Grinning face with big eyes. Wow, who knew the shrimp could study? Unamused face. Tsukishima Kei. Tsukishima Kei. Oh my god, I get it. You called? Anyways, Hinata, you can always ask for help when you're studying, okay? Beaming face with smiling eyes. Okay. Smiling face. The favoritism. Tsukishima Kei. Face with rolling eyes. Anyways. We found something that we wanted to show you. It's freaky how you end each other's sentences. Confused face. Hey. It's not freaky. Face with rolling eyes. I sense T. Kyoko-san. A bunch of simping emojis because he is a simp. Kyoko-san. More simping emojis because he is also a simp. Tell me what you have to say. She noticed us. Anything for you, Goddess Kyoko-san. 2 hearts. Sends photo. Is that a cigarette pack? In the club room? Are those cigarettes? Isn't that illegal? Yams green heart. And king glass of milk. Is online. Hello, what's with all the notifications? Backward. ... What? Tanaka. Nishinoya. Please check if there is a name on there. It says. Hinata? Hinata? You smoke? Hinata. Face screaming in fear. Anxious face with blue forehead and sweat. Fearful face with blue forehead. Hinata. Oh. That's my dad's. He's lying. He didn't use an emoji at the end of the sentence. Hinata. I'm so relieved. Thank you for your concern, Sugamama, but don't worry. I'm fine. A few days later at school. Hinata hasn't been over practicing lately. Is something wrong? At school. Alright, your test begins now. Hinata was worried. He sacrificed the time he used to practice late at night with Kajiyama. No, he had to, unless he was looking forward to his father's punishments. He was coming back from his business trip today, so he had to ace his test or else. After Hinata finished the test, he went to have his lunch, meat buns. For some reason, the meat buns didn't seem so tasty anymore, for his mind was thinking about the test, his father, and the water room. The cold, damp water room where he always had traumatic experiences. Suddenly, Hinata began to tremble and shake. No. Not here. This never happened outside of the water room. He began gasping for air, sweating, and his heart pumping, just pumping, but so loud and so strong, that he couldn't bear it. He started to get dizzy and he started to become cold as he wrapped his jacket around himself. Hinata was mortified, going through the cycle again, one by one, in school, a place he thought was safe. This is because you are weak. Getting a panic attack in a place so safe. This is all your fault. Getting a panic attack because of a small test is stupid. So stupid. If even thinking about the water room makes you like this, how would you survive in the actual room? How would you survive if an actual nightmare came true? You're so weak. Hinata just sat there for a few minutes, crying, until he stood up, realizing he's in school and that people can see him sobbing like a baby. He dashed to class, realizing he was late. I'm so sorry, teacher. I didn't mean to be late. When Hinata walked in, Kajiyama noticed his puffy red eyes, which made him anxious for the rest of the day. I should give him a surprise visit, so that I can cheer him up. Later after school at Hinata's house. Hinata Shoyo. Yes, father? I heard you were late to class today. IW was having a panic attack. I won't believe your excuses. Being late to class is a thing only delinquents would dare to do. To the water room, now. No, please. I beg you. I studied very hard. I bet I got over 90%. Your grades were posted earlier and you received an 89. This score explains your laziness and your inability to focus. To the water room. Now. Hinata started trembling at the mention of the water room and began to sweat and gasp for air, again, in front of his father. Faking sickness is something only the dumb would do. Hinata was thrown into the small room again, despite his struggles. Meanwhile, at Hinata's door. Hey Hinata. No, too awkward. My little tangerine. Too cheesy. Shoyo. This is too. Help. I can't breathe. Not again. Not again. Hinata. Kajiyama quickly went around the house, jumped into the open window and dashed towards the source of the sound. That was when he found Hinata, his precious human tangerine, sobbing and suffering in a room too tiny for even a little child to fit. Kajiyama felt his blood boil. He hated whoever did this to his beautiful orange. He picked up Hinata and quickly dashed to his house. Hinata, do you hear me? Hinata. Kajiyama? Yes, love, it's me. SHHH. It's okay, it's okay. Thank you for saving me, Kajiyama. Meanwhile, Karasuno crackhead's face with wide open eyes and flushed cheeks. Cross-eyed grinning face with stuck-out tongue. Everybody, this is an emergency. Help. Wow, the king texts first. We thank you for gracing us with your presence, unamused face. This is an actual emergency involving Hinata. Everybody please come over. Alright, I'm going right away. At Kajiyama's house. What happened to my baby? We're all here, even Tsukishima. I was forced to come here. Tsukishima Kei. Tsukishima Kei. Anyways, what happened to my adorable junior? Come in, I'll tell you. After telling what happened. I'm killing whoever did that to him. TBH, whoever did that went too far. I agree. Hinata wakes up. Oh? Hello everybody. Hinata, what happened? Kajiyama told you? Yeah, I did. Oh well, I guess my secret is out there now. You guys are disappointed in me, right? You hate me, right? For being so weak. No. Never. You're safe with us, Hinata. We would never be disappointed in you. Thank you, but I don't want to talk about it now. Is that okay with you guys? It's fine. Take your time. Yeah, there's no need to rush. Thank you guys. Well, we should have a sleepover tonight to cheer the mood up. Ryu. What an amazing idea. Hinata, do you want tea? Yes. I would love to. That night, with the goal of cheering Hinata up, everybody tried their best to enjoy the event. Later on, they all got into sleeping bags and rested. It had been so long since Hinata had rested this well, this comfortably. Hinata. What is it? I love you. Don't hide things from me, okay? I'll accept you for whoever you are and understand whatever you do. You don't need to force a smile. Cry when you're sad, okay? I love you no matter what. Yeah, can I sleep with you? Of course. Come on. Hinata crawled into Kajiyama's sleeping bag, sharing the warmth together. Kajiyama kissed Hinata on his forehead, hugged him tightly, then slowly drifted off to sleep. I love you. The next morning. Everybody, I'm ready to tell you what happened. Everybody sat still listening to what the little tangerine had to say. Most were sobbing when he finished his story, feeling terrible what he had to go through alone. Is that all? Natsu Hinata. Who's that? I'm pretty sure that was the name of my little sister, who went missing when she was very young. I never met her, but my wish is to meet her. Someday. In the future. Kajiyama, I want the crow doll. Please? Alright, I'll get it for you. Yes. Hinata hugged the crow doll and sat on a wooden bench at the park while Kajiyama went to buy ice cream. Please. Stop. You little brat, why can't you ace a test just once? You. The old man looked up as he saw a muscular figure, firmly stopping the old man from hitting the girl. You're hurting her, bitch. The old man scurried away at the sight of Hinata Shoyo. What's your name? Thank you sir, my name is Natsu, Natsu Hinata.